welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Brennan going along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this is a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys are now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
23.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, run. Hey, Soko, son. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again, complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Hey,
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A give running right, ETN. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, tomato. Done.
Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Hey, Lion. Son. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Pass for 20. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Spread on red. Son.
And they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now,
and he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is gone.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, Ginger, tighten.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That might
might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First and 10 at the 43.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first and 10, it's ETN. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Second down and 8.
Second and 8.
Hey, hey, hey.
Here's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Good for Jaguars. First down.
Red on red.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next.
7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Appreciate everyone joining us. Super up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gardner alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll run with ETN and trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it? We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Complete to Wright. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Goff going to keep it himself.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, no, it worked on 3rd.
Finding room
him at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First down, Lions.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Skirts by him at the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Another run for Gibbs here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Gone. And that's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. This to Laporta, right side. Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Now gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on the board here in this Super Bowl. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
An extra point forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4. ETN once more. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this after the 35-yard line.
And partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Hey, Ron!
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That's another.
Hey, lion!
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the grab with ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
On the kickoff for the Jaguars.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
A 3-yard pickup. brings up second down.
Out of the gun. Goff.
The 37-yard line.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Detroit.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Red on red.
On the counter, ETN. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Thomas has got it. Complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, Soko, it's hot.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Cam Little on for the Jaguars field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out now come the Lions. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
180.
Play action. It's gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 14. And the Lions first down.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now it's gone. Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion right, that's Williams. Just beating the play clock is gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 17 yards out.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Easy, route. Son.
A give to ETN running right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. Tough go for him.
Yeah, every time it's well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, run! Hey, Ginger, touch! Hot!
They go play action with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
On the red.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play.
And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Son.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, go! Hey, son.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Rip, 23.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
ETN up the middle.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Open man is Myers.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the interception, here's Goff.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he's out right at the 25. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
The give, right side for Gibbs.
They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hand off now to Gibbs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here? and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
34 yards. First down, Detroit.
Now Montgomery running right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Block 20.
In motion goes the tight end. Gibbs will try and pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. Bates' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 24-20, 2:15 remaining. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down.
Red on the red.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second into the
straight ahead, ETN. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there is Strange. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the Lions' 42-yard line.
Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. The 20. 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, 41 yards. And the Jaguars have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The extra point up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Now it's the Lions' turn, trailing by a field goal. 1:16 remaining. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first down. Now it's Goff. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. Now 2nd and 4.
Isaac to Slaw. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
Goff.
and 4. At the 32-yard line.
St. Brown on the catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 49-yard line.
Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Here we go, 1st and goal. Back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense...
He's got a man, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Goodell going to make the presentation as he hands that Lombardi trophy to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions.
So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.